they survived it and ended up beating them in overtime.
Heller using his speed, backdoor pass, and a stop by Landon again. Ooh. Turned over in front, Furry with it, shoots, and a save. He can't find the rebound, is put out by Newson.
There now. It knifed off his stick, then again right there, there's a man all alone, walking in, Durant fires a shot, point blank range, what a save.
Lutheran. 10 seconds to go on the power play, shot, score, it's Goodman.
And Duarte takes possession again, and then, getting leveled.
See, but he couldn't, DeTola took it away, Nelson gets by, Earlman comes in, shoots, and scores. Away by Servite. Here they come. Hamer all by himself. One-on-one shoot. Oh, and a glove save by Alexander Rogers. Heller, McElhaney, 2-on-1, centering pass. And a kick save by San Roman, sprawling to the left. It down low here. Here's Nelson in the middle. Shot Heller. It's saved by Pavlison.
He hit it in the side of that again to save that time. Another shot coming in. Backhander shot. Save again. 2 saves. 3 saves that time by the goaltender Lemany.
40 seconds into the power play here for Servite.
That angle.
Oh, big hit. Nelson is run down by Blake Hayward. The time of the goal is also 8-12. So they come back down, they get another one. Down here is Nelson. Gets it down low to Heller. Almost got it, he puts it home. It's a layup for DeTola. Kramer. Earlman has seen too many goals scored, so he'll take it himself to the rack. On Riley Kramer, who goes right back toward the net, shoots, and he scores! And he does all the work by himself!
This is the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League Weekly Report on ADHSHL.com and Black Dog Enterprises. Andy Dickerson here from Black Dog Enterprises once again to bring you the top plays from this past weekend. 3 games in Week 7, starting with a battle of unbeaten squads in Orange Lutheran and Servite. Landon Pavlison had been a key factor in Servite's surprising 3-0 start. He'd only surrendered 6 goals over the course of the Friars' first 3 games. Despite his best efforts, though, he and the Friars were no match for the vaunted Lancer offense. Olu racked up 4 goals in the first and 2 more by the midpoint of the second period before Pavlison was mercifully pulled in favor of Sierra San Roman. The Lancers didn't show her any mercy, though, as Jacob Heller scored on the first shot sent her way. Friar goals by Jimmy Duff and Blake Hammer were not nearly enough as the Lancers rolled to an 11-2 victory. JV call-up Alexander Rogers made 20 saves to pick up the win in his first career varsity start for the Lancers. The middle game of the weekend was by far the most closely contested, as the Edison Chargers and Santa Margarita Eagles took to the ice on Saturday afternoon. The Chargers downed the Eagles in a shootout back in September, and this game was every bit as entertaining. Here's SportsNetUSA.net's Chuck Lasik on the call.
By Jed Shibata, side pass, right front shot, score! Chris Kabinski buries the biscuit on the backhand of a 2-on-2. Here's a man walking in. Centering pass that time intended for Grabauer. Knocked aside, shot, score! Arsenal take the pass. He's going to walk in, fire, shot, score! That might have hit the skate of Duarte. Oh, now a 2-on-1 of you. He hits his man. Here's Babinski. Oh, he lost the biscuit. Regains a shot, score! Chris Babinski puts the biscuit in the back of the net for his second goal of the game. And going. As Hoey's got fire shot, save, another save. As a rebound comes in, I believe it's going to go off Dante Sacaccio. As the puck's given up to Slotty. Slotty walking in, second pass shot, just sent wide for the green and gold. Taken away by Caravan again, right side now, walks in, fires a shot, and score! Joey Caravan somehow managed to put it short side behind Jack Hardwick. But down low to Bennett. The former Bostel, Griffin, centering pass, shot, score! And there's now Arsenault. Arsenault already the goal. He's walking in, feeds it to his man, shot, save! Trash picked up, and another save by the goaltender, Jack Hardwick. Gonna slide it over, and finally out as they get it up to Pope. Pope then hits his man, Durago. Durago splits the uprights, walks in, deep shot, score! Carson Durago gives Edison a 5-3 lead. Back down low once again, give and go now intended that time for Udris. The goaltender fired, it's knocked in. I think it was knocked in by the Chargers. And Edison's going to win this game by a score of 5-4. A hard-hitting and well-fought affair.
Jared Labadie's 28 saves helped the Chargers deal the Eagles their first regulation loss of the season. 5-4 the final score. Chris Pabitsky and Joey Caravan with 2 goals each for Edison. Our final game of the night was the Varsity D2 Game of the Week between Conejo Valley and Newport-Mesa. This game was one for the record books and would eventually force Commissioner Matt Blanchard to rewrite multiple sections of the living document. The Ice Kings only iced 8 skaters, and a Cobra squad eager to avenge a 6-0 loss the last time they took the ice, which was their first defeat of the season, by the way, took full advantage of their undermanned opponents to the tune of a 17-0 shellacking. This game set the record for most goals by one team in a single game, 17, which broke the previous record by 3 goals. The Cobras also set the record for largest margin of victory, also 17 goals, breaking the previous mark by 4. Finally, the leading scorer in this game, Eli Berengut, put up 4 goals and 4 assists to equal the league record for most points in a game by a single player. That tied the previous mark set by Corona Norco alum Jacob Hamaker and Santa Margarita alum Brian Desmond. A night to forget for the Ice Kings and a night to remember for the Cobras. I think it's safe to say these teams will most likely never experience another game quite like this one. In other action from around the league, La Jolla Country Day traveled to San Diego to meet the San Diego Union Redhawks and came very close to notching their first victory of the season. A 4-goal third period by the home side, buoyed by Tanner Stump's hat trick, gave the Redhawks the 6-4 win. Meanwhile, back up north, Upland Christian picked up their first win of the season and a 6-5 nail-biter with Corona Norco. Devin Matheson scored twice for the Eagles, while Jeremy Van Dyke did the same for the Stingrays. Finally, the Fighting Matthew Hoeksemas, Long Beach Prep, put forth a good effort, but couldn't quite knock off division leaders Capistrano United. Hoeksema did all the scoring for the Prepsters with a hat trick and 10 shots on goal, but the notoriously balanced Coyote scoring attack won out, led by Cameron McCartan's 2 goals and 1 assist. Looking at the Varsity D1 standings, Orange Lutheran is now the only active unbeaten squad and sit alone in first place at 4-0. Servite and Edison are now tied in second with J. Serra and Santa Margarita hot on their tails. In Varsity Division 2, Capistrano United have started to separate themselves from the pack by posting a mark of 6-0. Notable clumps of teams are forming behind them with Conejo Valley, Villa Park, and San Diego Union all vying for second place. Long Beach Prep and Los Alamitos sit in the next tier with 2 wins apiece, while Upland Christian gets their first points of the season head-to-head with the team they're now tied with in Corona Norco. This weekend we'll have our largest broadcast slate to date with 6 live simulcasts on Black Dog Enterprises and SportsNetUSA.net. We'll have a single broadcast on Friday night as the Bellarmine Bells will make their season debut versus the Santa Margarita Eagles. The bulk of our coverage will come on Saturday as we'll kick off a 4-game set with Bellarmine versus Damien at 11:15 a.m. Then it will be the Varsity D2 Game of the Week between 2 squads near the bottom of the D2 table in Corona Norco and Newport-Mesa. We'll shift back to D1 action with a rematch of this past weekend with Servite taking on Orange Lutheran. Finally, at 5:15 p.m., the Bells will play their second game of the day, this one against Edison. Our last game of the weekend will be bright and early on Sunday morning as the Bells will face off against the J. Serra Lions at 7:45 a.m. Be sure to brew up some coffee and join us for that one to cap off the weekend. That does it for this week's report. We hope you'll join us online for all of our live broadcasts this coming weekend. For the ADHSHL, I'm Andy Dickerson. So long.